By the way, Sal working the board for Fred today.
Yeah.
Hello, you.
Sal and Jim, some sort of combination of those two.
It takes two people to replace Fred.
Replace Fred, evidently.
Idiot.
But Fred freaked out over our win on
he was very happy.
there was a death of Fred's family. I don't know how much he wants me to get into it. So, with him, you got to be careful.
Well, let him tell the story. He's
Right.
just out because of a family situation.
Boy, it's weird not having Fred here. I think I like having Fred here because I don't worry when Fred is here. I don't think about that side of the room.
That's right.
Are you guys all right over there? It's amazingly quiet, too. It's weird. Sal, you under control over there?
Yeah. It's just a little overwhelming at first. There's so many sound effects, and this is a completely different system. But, yeah, we got it down. I figured less is more.
I realize I'm entrusting this to Sal, who's, I heard him on the wrap-up show yesterday. I don't know if you were there.
I was there.
I mean, Sal still can't comprehend what within three means.
That was the best. Listening to the theories that were going through his head.
You want to hear some disturbing radio. Now, I guess most people listen to the wrap-up show who are fans of this channel. But really, I mean, this is wild. I missed the wrap-up show yesterday. And Sal, what the fuck's going on with you? I mean, you did score 102 on the IQ test, which is...
Yeah, and I got an 86 on the Series 7 exam, which is a very difficult exam.
Yeah,
but you may have been answering the questions. You got the question right, but you don't know why.
Yeah, he completely... You know what it is? It's sad.
You're an idiot.
He can't comprehend...
Is Fred here?
He can't even comprehend what was within three.
Yeah.
The question on the Newly Weird game was, within three, how many people will your partner say you slept with?
Right. But
it's just totally, it's like Sal just doesn't get what within three means.
And 5 people understood it without any explanation.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad because it's like when you interview Gary the retard, you understand the guy's born retarded, and he doesn't understand that when he goes in our green room, he's not on the moon. We told him it was the moon, and he thought it was the moon because we brought him there in a garbage pail, and he thought it was a rocket ship.
Yeah, he thought he had gone into outer space.
And quite frankly, I mean, you understand that the guy's retarded.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, but you're in a weird... Yes, you can leave. Sal's in fact, it's a weird energy with Sal in here, but it was weird. Like he doesn't understand within three.
I do understand within three. The thing is that within 3 people...
Well, now it's been explained to you 500 times.
Yeah, but...
Listen to him on the wrap-up show rather briefly. It's insane.
The way it was worded, within 3 immediately, the first thing that came to my mind was within 3, does that mean because we're all married, we're not going any further than 3? In other words, we're staying within 1, 2, and 3.
Wait. I still don't. Do you guys understand what that means?
No, explain that. I really don't understand.
How did they get one answer?
JD says, within 3, how many women have you been with? And I'm like, within 3, like within 1 woman, 2 women, or 3 women? Within 3.
Oh, so you thought the answer could only be 1, 2, or 3?
Within 3. Right.
Okay.
1, 2, or 3. I put out 3 wooden blocks. I go, John, pick one within this 3.
Get Gary the retard
Within
on the phone.
this
Maybe he can
3.
help us out.
He thought 3 was the universe.
Okay, now, and I'm thinking, okay, we're all married, and I guess they say within 3, we can assume 1 because we're all married, and nobody wants to go overboard and think that, hey, wait a minute, I didn't fuck more than 3 women. So then Howard goes 30. I go, 30?
So now what are you thinking?
Now I'm thinking it's like, what is it called? Like increments of 3. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, multiples of 3.
Wow.
So I'm like, wait a minute now, because he said 30, but then Fred's put 50
You're
up.
putting way too much thought into it.
I know.
You're just like within 3. Now it's multiples of 3.
Well, first there's a little pressure because it's a game.
Dude, I mean, your comprehension is so low. Do you read books at all?
It's not low comprehension. I think I just
Do you
have...
ever read anything?
I do read.
Be honest.
Yeah, I just read
Does everything just seem confusing to you?
Nothing seems confusing at all.
Bullshit.
Even that wasn't confusing. It just was. It seemed more like a curveball because he didn't have the word within 3 people. So within 3, it was so vague. I didn't get
It
it.
was very vague.
It's
Somehow.
almost like he could have had sex with something other than people.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But I mean, how do you get through life when you don't understand within 3 how many people did you sleep with?
I don't know.
Would have been great if Sal went first and had to answer the question.
That was my thought. You know, if JD had been rotating the starters,
He might have gone
he
first.
might have gotten that question first.
Right.
And really, we would have had a great time with
And then
the
he wouldn't have
question.
heard 30.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had any ability to jump around because he didn't hear any answers.
I got to tell you, Sal, there's a lot of times there's just certain information I don't know. You can't know everything, and it's embarrassing when you don't know it, but that's pretty wild. I feel bad for you.
Don't feel bad for me.
I kind of do.
It's just
Like,
one of those odd things.
I don't know how you feed a family. I mean, it's unbelievable. If you don't know within 3, good Lord.
Within 3 brain cells, I guess. Fucking moron.
It just sucks, And I know he probably can't read because probably everything's like, why is it so complicated when they write stuff?
Well, he says, he doesn't want to be bothered with facts because you have to read them.
Right.
I do read, though. I just
What do you read?
I read The Dirt by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
That was a very good book. Okay. I'm reading The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama.
Are you really?
Yeah.
The Art of Happiness?
Yes, by the Dalai Lama.
Wow. Why would you think the Dalai Lama knows anything?
I don't know. He seems pretty happy. The guy's hanging out in a fucking robe all day, and he doesn't give a shit about anything.
He was born into it. It's like being born the King of England.
They just people are fascinated by his happiness, considering the man was tortured and he was in prison for so long, and yet he still finds the good things in life. And I said, wow, if this guy can find happiness, I'm sure I can.
Right. I can find happiness for you in 2 seconds to get a divorce. I'd be happy as a clam.
I was going to say, the Dalai Lama isn't married.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
So can you tell me anything about The Art of Happiness? What makes what did you learn from it?
The Art of Happiness, basically, it all comes down to compassion, having compassion for people. The kinder you are to people, the more you feed your spirit and your soul, and the happier you will be.
And you've applied this? Have you been kinder to other people and understand other people?
I try not to curse out people as much. Like, I'll take a deep breath. If somebody cuts me off on the road, I try to see the better things in people.
Look at Sal. Learning from a book.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
So I do read, and
All right.
There's your answer.
All right, here's Sal still trying to figure out what it means to say within 3.
Sal, 50. You're thinking, okay, it can't be a multiple of 3 now.
And it can't be within 3, 1, 2, and 3.
So what
is it now?
Three people amongst 3 people. Which makes no sense.
So do you mean the total of 3 people? Like you bang 10, he bang 20, she bang 30, and it adds up? Or?
Between what you know...
Sal's wife and the emotional friend.
There you go. Between Richard, the person who's given the number,
right.
Between me...
I still claim Sal probably thought The Art of Happiness was a coloring book. You know what I mean? There's no way he bought that thinking it was about the Dalai Lama's life.
Well, the best thing is that when he finally answers, he thinks he's wrong because he still doesn't understand the question.
Well, he answers the question sort of like waiting for you to say something so he can figure out what to say.
No, I mean, even after, because we said, so you gave an answer, you got the question right. What was that based on? He goes, well, I still thought I was wrong. And then everybody said I was right.
And between, let's say, my spouse. In other words, would we all mutually know the number? That's the only thing I could rationalize. Within us 3 people, will we all mutually know the number of people that I've had sex?
Oh, within 3.
Right.
Within those 3 people. What number will they think everyone knows?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Don't vote for Sal for president.
But then when somebody said 50 and somebody said 30, then
Oh, but God, that's number 3. My first rationalization was within 3, 1, 2, or 3.
It would be great if Sal ran for president, had to be in a debate.
I would love it.
Once Howard said 30, I said, oh, my God, it must be multiples of 3. Then Fred said 50. I go, must be within 3 people knowing. Me, myself, my wife, myself, and the person giving the answer.
But how do you get to 50 from that?
I don't know. I was so thrown off. That's a good point. It's
wow. Just like 10 more IQ points, and he'd understand that question. He's only at 102. So at 102, you don't understand what within 3 means.
Within 3.
Wow.
I do understand what it means.
Bobo. Hey, you scored in the 80s on the IQ test.
I scored 89. He makes me look like a fucking genius.
You understood within 3?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And this rant went on for 13 minutes, I think, yesterday on that show.
Explain within 3, Bobo.
Within 3 people. Period.
Within 3 people what?
Within 3 people. That's it, period.
No, explain it. Explain
people?
it. Bobo, explain it.
Well, he said within 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. And who do you slept with or anything like that? So you say within 3 people. Is it 2, 1?
So he doesn't understand
He doesn't understand it either.
It's not more than 3. No, it's not more than 3.
Oh,
it's within 3. Within 3. 1 to 3. What's so hard?
I'm not sure he understands it.
He doesn't.
Or he does not understand it.
Bobo, within 3, how many people did you sleep with?
2. Okay? It's not more than 3.
All right.
Within 3.
So Bobo. So what was Bobo's score? 80 something. What was his score?
He was 87 or something.
Okay, between 87 and 102. You can't understand within 3.
Bobo's answer is he slept with 2 women because it's within 3.
That's right.
Bobo, you're as big an idiot as he is.
Oh, fuck you.
What'd you say?
I said, fuck you, too.
Didn't Fred say something about 30 or something like that? He go, wow.
Yeah, Fred's an idiot because...
That's right. How could he get it right?
That's not within 3.
Right.
Right. What a dummy. Holy mackerel. Poor Bobo and Sal don't know what that means.
Hey, Howard, though.
How are these guys functioning?
It's easy to function, apparently,
Bobo.
in our society.
Bobo, within 3, how many people look at your hair and believe it's real?
Maybe one person a day.
I think 0 is the answer. That's within 3, isn't it?
That's it.
Mine is 40. Gary, that is unbelievable.
Well, it's unbelievable that he called in to say how stupid Sal is, and he thinks it's the same thought process. I've never in my life heard anybody not understand what that means.
Well,
and then now I've met 2 people.
So anyone between 87 and 102. Now, let me ask you something. Somebody with an IQ of 103, do they start to understand what within 3 means?
We got to find out the cutoff point.
Which
JD's 106, and he totally got it.
He got it.
He got it.
Yeah. Wow. So if Sal just had 4 more IQ points, he would understand that this is the simplest concept ever. And Bobo would understand that if he went up another 20 points or so.
Yeah, he needs a lot of points
he
to
needs
understand.
A lot of boys. Come on.
You need 15 to get to Sal.
Yeah. No, Bobo, you're as big an idiot as Sal, maybe worse. You don't understand it.
No, I do, man. Within 3, more than 3.
You called in to say how dumb Sal is, and you're as dumb as Sal.
Yeah, but wait a minute. The term within 3, that means within 3 of something, all right?
That's true.
So how could it be more than 3?
Right. So in other words,
2,
when we say
1.
within 3, how many people did you sleep with? The answer's got to either be 1, 2, or 3, right?
Exactly.
So I'm the idiot for saying 30, right?
Of course.
Of course. So I'm stupid.
Well, where does 30 come in the mix?
Wow.
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
I mean, okay, Bobo, forget the within 3 part. How many people have you slept with?
Total.
Oh, okay. That's different. That's a broad question.
Of course.
Okay.
Very different.
That's a broad question.
How many would you say?
If you said how many people I've slept with, probably about in my lifetime, I would say, and this is an honest answer, maybe about 25.
Okay. Now, within 3, how many did you sleep with?
Within 3?
Yeah.
How could it be that?
I know you
now
slept
look
with
at
25.
you're messing up,
I know
Howard.
you slept with 25 women, but within 3, how many did you sleep with?
Oh, if you said within 3 women, and then I would say 2.
There you go.
The answer would be...
No, don't tell him the answer. Wait,
May I jump in for a second? Sal, could you explain? Can you explain it from here on?
If you slept with 25 people, within 3 would either be 28 or 22.
See, he finally
There
got
you
it.
go.
Somebody talked to him.
Well, everybody did.
Nobody talked to me because
Sal, you couldn't explain it on the show.
JD left out the word people.
He did not.
He said within 3. How many people have you slept with? He should have said within
There's
3.
the people. How many people?
Within 3 people. How many people have you slept with?
Bobo, the answer
I'm
is...
argue this right now.
All right,
All
Bobo,
right, go on. Let him argue.
go ahead.
You should have said within 3 of the 25 people. All right? Then
I
would
know
have
you
said
slept with 25 people.
22.
Bobo,
God.
the answer to within 3, how many people did you sleep with? The answer
Up to
is...
25.
What?
Within the 25 people, then I would have said 23.
Oh, the answer would still be 25. How can I ever make him see this?
I love this guy. He makes me look smart.
Bobo, thank you.
All right, listen,
You're so right about Sal being dumb.
Listen, there's an upcoming Whack Pack special on Howard TV, so you got to see that.
We look forward to it.
Okay.
We love Howard TV. There's a couple of specials coming up on Howard TV, which is
For the super fan.
unbelievable stuff coming up, especially behind the scenes. Lady Gaga is very good too. I just saw an advanced copy of that, so there's a lot of good stuff. All right, Bobo, within 3, what page of Art of Happiness are you on? You must be reading that too.
What? No, No, actually, when I'm reading,
You two, by the way, you two don't need Art of Happiness. You guys need a basic math book. Something that just deals with logic.
Yeah, start with basic math.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing though? It's just changing the gears a little bit. But yesterday's shares, right, in the very building that you guys do your show in, it closed at $40 and change, and meanwhile, Sirius is in the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about a Bobo, Sal, and Gary the Retard book club where they all report what book they're reading?
I would love
There you go.
that.
Yeah, they
I
can
read books.
That'd be a good Howard 101 special.
What kind of books do you read, Bobo?
I read, like, say Donald Trump book, Get Rich Quick.
Did it work? I think
I did all right for myself.
I think in order to get rich quick the Donald Trump way, you got to know what within 3 means. Because when he negotiates and stuff, he knows within 3 Donald Trump. I can tell you that.
I retired at 56. Got to have something right.
Right. Thank you, Bobo.
He's probably 28. He thinks he's 56.
Within 3, how old are you?
Yeah. Oh, there he goes again.
It's sorry to stump you. Within 3, how old are you?
58.
How old are you for real, though?
Huh?
How old are you for real?
58.
Right. Okay, he's getting it.
Yeah.
Within 3, how many wheels on a car?
4.
Okay. Now you learned something now.
Yeah,
All right,
pick up.
Bobo. Now you sound like a genius.
See, we pick up a little bit slow, but we get it.
All right. Thank you, Bobo. I still claim he doesn't.
But he
get
was
it.
laughing for 24 hours at Sal.
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't wait. His first phone call this morning was how dumb Sal is. And what an idiot.
Jesus.
When you said 7, do you know which theory you were using?
Is Bobo still there?
No, I just.
What is 7? What is it?
Why? What were you going to ask him?
No, we just found out, Bobo freaks out when you don't pick up his call.
Yeah.
So he's been calling for like a month and you haven't picked up.
Oh.
And he's been so freaked out that he's been going down to a dock, down to the water, and calling from a phone at the water because he feels it's a more peaceful place. He needs to be in a more peaceful place.
Wait,
when he calls. So Will says that.
Get him back on the
So
phone.
Will says, like, when he calls, you hear like the birds, and the boats going by. He has to go to a special place to call you.
Hey, Will, get him back on the phone real quick. Stay here, Gary. We got to discuss this with Bobo. Holy mackerel! So he gets so full of anxiety that I haven't picked up his phone call that he decided, let's change venues.
Right.
He'll call into the show from a dock so that the water will calm him and the birds and the whole setting.
Exactly.
Okay. You think that's dumb, Sal?
I don't know. No comment.
Sal doesn't want to comment.
Yeah. Maybe we can't get in touch with Bobo because he's at the dock. And he
That's
probably
right. How can we get to the
I'm
phone?
putting them up right now.
Okay. Probably has poor reception. What line?
He's on line 20.
Thanks.
Within 3.
Bobo, are you at the dock now?
I'm at the dock right now, yeah.
We can hear the tugboats.
What's left of my dock?
So you get up
It's
early in the
destroyed.
morning and leave home to make this call.
Yes.
What
I
time
leave
do you
home.
get up to make your phone call?
I get up at 5:10, take a shower and everything. I'm out the door, and I go down to the docks.
How long does it take you to get to the dock?
It's like 2.5 minutes. I live almost right on the water.
Do you walk to it or you drive?
I drive.
You drive to the dock, and then by 6 a.m. when we start the show, you're already on your
I have
cell.
to be here.
You have to- right, and you're on your cell phone on hold, waiting to get on.
That's right.
Now, how many weeks into me not picking up your phone calls did you decide, you know what, maybe going to the dock will relax me?
Oh, yeah. No, that's why I come here. I come here to get
Within
relaxed.
how many weeks? Now, what happened? I mean, how many weeks went by without me answering your phone call?
I would say it was today's, what, the 13 days.
13 days. So,
yes.
13 days. Within the 13 days, when do you start to panic and say, I need to go down to the dock?
Oh, my God. After the first day.
After the first day.
Yeah, I go into a bad place, yeah.
Is it weird for you to? I know they have like a lot of wildlife. Does a seagull ever think your hair is a nest and try to lay eggs in
I
there?
got attacked down here. I have to stay with the air conditioning in the car running.
Because what? Birds try to land in your hair?
Those fucking birds here, they went to attack me.
Well, don't you
some
know?
asshole fed them with breadcrumbs or something. They all attacked me one day.
Yeah, but you've got that hair that a bird doesn't know that that's supposed to be hair. They think it's a
That's
nest.
some place to lay eggs.
Yeah, they want to raise a family. And
You know, it was the worst thing. Some of my questions blew away. Went right into the fucking water.
Do you write your questions before you get to the dock or while you're at the dock?
Oh no. There's a whole process.
I
have to go down to the. Well, I get inspired by the water. You know, like boats going by, and you know.
Right.
The whole. It's very serene out here.
So today, when you were staring at the boat, you said, "I'll call in and say Sal's an idiot."
No, I actually had that before. You know, listening to the show yesterday, wrap-up show.
All right, so that came to you before you got to the dock.
Right, but most of the stuff of the Bobo Shrine now is under construction.
So you've sat at the dock for 4 hours because sometimes I don't pick up.
Oh yeah, easily.
Right, so you just sit there all day waiting to get on the air.
Right.
And then when you're done with the call, you leave the dock or do you stay there?
No, I leave the dock. I go on with my day.
Right.
And this has to happen every day when you're on.
Now, if Howard doesn't pick up, you stay on hold the whole time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why sometimes you say, "Bobo, I haven't heard you." What do you mean you haven't heard me? I call up every day.
Wow.
I'm on hold every day.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I would just go down to this dock just to watch Bobo and do this whole ritual.
Well, actually, no one was supposed to know except for Marianne from Brooklyn. She knew from when I was up at the show.
Yeah, right.
The Whack Pack special.
You know anything about this, Marianne?
Howard. I was sitting up at the studio, and he said, "Well, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I clean my house." I call Howard, and I go, "What do you do, Bobo?" He goes, "I go to the dock at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I take notes, and I sit there for 4 hours in an air-conditioned car." And I said, "Bobo, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it." So I feel like I broke the story, Howard. But wait, you want to talk about dumb? Me and him were in the elevator at Sirius. We pressed the button. We went down. We were talking. We came back up. We got out. And I go, "Ham hands, how'd you get down here so quick?" We were both stuck in the elevator. We didn't know. We didn't
Three times we were talking.
So much, Howard.
All right. I've had it with her.
I know, but what they're saying is they never pressed the button, I don't think, and they kept opening the door on the same floor, and they didn't know it.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Was that the story? I mean, between that fake laugh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
The show was over after doing a round table. We walk out, and Jason goes, "Come on, you guys got to go." So we go into the elevator, and her and I started bullshitting. And next thing, the door's shut, and we're talking in there 5 minutes. The door opens, and we come out and say, "Hey, wait a minute, how'd you guys get down here so fast?" Meanwhile, we never left the floor. So then we closed the door, and we stood there again talking. We come out, open the doors, we're still at the same floor.
How many times can that happen before you guys figure out what's going on?
Well, then I pressed it, and then somehow the elevator, someone must have hit it back up again. So I said, "Oh, we're going down, Mary." And she goes, "I don't know." And then someone must have hit it on the outside, brought us back up, and we walked out on the floor for a third time.
I want people to know that, Nobel Prize winners...
do listen.
Yeah. I mean, like I got a beautiful note about the Lars Ulrich. How do you say it, Ulrich?
Ulrich.
The Lars Ulrich interview from Barry Levinson, who's a renowned film director and genius. I just want people to know that while you're listening to this.
And poor Barry is listening to Bobo now.
Right. Let's go to Chris. Chris, you're on the air in Lisbon, Connecticut.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Fucking Bobo trying to make fun of Sal is hilarious. He's like 5 IQ points away from not even being able to dress himself in the morning. But what I wanted to say, Sal is hilarious. He'll say something to try to get his point across, and then Gary or John will say like the exact opposite thing or the right thing, and he'll be like, "Right."
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
He's not even listening to what anyone else is saying. He just says shit. It's
He can't comprehend it. Yeah. Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up, bro? Listen, why don't we just change Bobo's name to Dodo?
Dildo. Oh, Dodo. Dodo's on the phone, Robin. You're going to know who I mean? Dodo.
Hey, Howard, now everybody knows. All the fans are coming down here. They're all hitting the horn and everything. Now they all know where I am.
Oh,
they're going to disturb your peace.
Oh, man. How am I going to write down here?
Right. What is he writing?
His questions. Yeah, well, he wants peace and quiet when he writes his questions.
So,
I got to have peace and
Dodo, enjoy your day. I got to split. I'll talk to you later.
Right, later, Mike.
I just wonder what the card said about Sal.
It was a big card. It said, "Call Howard and tell him Sal is stupid." You guys should write a book called The Art of Stupidity, and then it'd be a huge seller with our fans. All right, Bobo, thank you.
All right, man.
Bobo down at the dock.
Yeah, I'm
and the
down to
birds
stop.
and the birds attack them.
Well, and probably in the wintertime, I'll probably go back into the shrine again.
Right. Okay, Bobo.
It's too cold. Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Yeah, why spend 4 hours indoors when you can be in a car in air conditioning and stare at the water? Bobo has a water view.
He's got water in his head. He's always viewing water.
All righty, I got to take a break.
Visiting Howard and Robin and the gang again. And this time I'm here to promote my brand new book, Getting It Through My Thick Skull, which is the story of my life and everything I've been through since the shooting and my revelation that my ex-husband is a sociopath. Isn't that nice? and explaining why and my story.
Mary Jo Buttafuoco wrote a book. It's called Getting It Through My Thick Skull. It's in stores now. For anyone who doesn't know, Mary Jo was shot in the head point blank by Amy Fisher when her husband was having an affair. She hasn't written a book until now. Some people might be shocked just by that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
She's an old friend of the show, Mary Jo. Hey, Mary Jo. Good to see you. You're looking well in yellow.
Let me put
She's all in yellow.
Mary Jo is a vision in yellow. Always maintained her figure even through all the...
Hi, sweetheart.
How are you, baby?
Hey, Mary Jo.
Mary Jo.
George is here today.
Are you a Trekkie? Are you a Star Trek? You're not.
No, I'm just a big George fan.
You like George?
Love George.
Yes.
Who doesn't love George?
Everyone loves George. Why did you
William
wait so
Shatner.
long to write a book? Why? I'm
Did I
almost
tell
shocked.
you I have a thick skull? A little bit of a
Yes.
thick head.
When you say getting it through my thick skull, obviously a reference to the bullet, but also a reference to the fact that, like, for years you wouldn't even believe Joey was cheating on you. The whole world, even myself, was saying, Mary Jo, the guy is cheating
All right,
on
let
you.
me have it. It's
No,
okay.
but it's true. I mean, you were in denial. You really believed he was telling the truth.
Here's the story. After I saw you, the last time I was here 2 years ago, do you remember they were in Central Park and they went on the date?
Yes.
That was here, and we looked and said, what is this? And we couldn't figure it out.
It was wild. You're referring to your ex-husband, Joey Buttafuoco, actually went on a date with Amy Fisher. They were trying to put together some sort of business.
Right.
You know, it was like a
and
thing.
it was in the paper, and it was that day. And what happened was I went home, and my son and daughter came over, and they were so mad at their dad for Father's Day. They were like, fuck him. We don't even want to talk to him.
Understandable.
And and it's very true. And so they came to my house and with Stu.
Stu is your boyfriend?
Yes, my still fiance. And congratulations.
You two still haven't gotten married?
No, not yet.
What's his problem? Why is he waiting?
It's me. It's not him. It's
Well,
me.
hey, let me ask you. We're going to get back to this
Okay.
story. I'm jumping all over the
I know.
place, but stay with me.
Okay.
When you were with Joey, and then you guys decided to divorce, you finally realized he's not the man you thought he was.
Right.
How long did you wait before you had sex with another man?
You ready for this? I'm
Go
going to be
ahead.
totally honest.
Well, yeah, this is it.
2.5 years.
You waited 2.5 years before you had sex with. What'd you do for 2.5 years? Did you just touch yourself? Were you involved with your fingers? What did you do? You're an attractive woman. You have needs.
And I fulfilled them myself. Thank you
did.
very much. Of course.
You rubbed yourself. Literally.
We have to go through this.
Come here.
Don't you want to hear about the sociopath?
Yeah,
Don't
we're
you
going to hear. We're
Paul?
going to hear about everything.
Benji, tell him to stop.
Mary Jo.
And by the way, Fred, he's not there.
No,
Fred disappears.
He's gone.
Don't pay
See, you
attention.
bored him. He left.
Fred's from Mars. He can disappear anytime he wants.
He's actually
Still there. You just can't see it.
You're the first person who's acknowledged him in 5 years, and he wasn't here for it, which is typical
Although
Fred.
I saw Bruno was kind of hot for him.
He liked him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that. All right.
Wait a second. So you touched yourself for 2.5 years. What? And then how many men have you had? Now you're engaged to Stewie. Was Stewie your first?
No.
Where did you find a man to have sex with?
I am a lady.
Understood, but now we're talking about the book. I need a timeline. This is not about being voyeuristic. I'm a reporter
Always asking the tough questions.
I'm a reporter now.
Yes.
You're
okay.
a sexual woman. Listen, you look good. There's no question. I mean, it's a miracle that you look good. You were shot in the face. And
did you see the back picture? That's the bullet hole right there.
That is the bullet hole in your face. And you even describe in the book that you had to clean the bullet hole with what'd you use, a Q-tip?
Well, in the beginning in the hospitals, to make it heal, they had to stick things. It was agony, absolute agony.
I mean, what you went through is unbelievable. The fact that you're here to sit on a couch and talk to us is probably about 1 billion to 1.
Well, you're right. And it's been 17 years. I want to go back and you asked me the question.
The first time you make love to a man after Joey, you can't possibly trust men. I mean, you've got to be in a state of shock over what happened to you in your marriage. Your husband.
I'm trying to think about that. Like, no,
You trusted men.
I'm a forgiving, loving. Maybe naive, but not stupid. But just want to believe in the goodness of people.
Where did you find the first man you made love to after Joey? Where did you find him? In a bar? Were you at a restaurant? Did friends set you up?
I met him at a car show.
A car show?
Yeah, a car show, like in town.
Interesting, because your ex-husband, Joey, is involved in cars.
I was with my brother-in-law, Joe's brother,
right,
at a car show. And I saw this guy, and I write about it. I write it in the book about how a friend of mine had said, I never look back. She said, guys are always looking at you and you never look back. And I realized I guess I did kind of just keep my head down, because I was used to people staring at me, and I just would look down. And so she said to me one day, guys are looking at you all the time, Mary Jo. You just never look back. And it stuck in my head, and I thought, I'm going to look back. What have I got to lose? So I went to this car show, and he was a guy our age. It was my age.
Did he look like Joey?
He was similar. He did the motorcycle, the tattoos.
You're attracted to that type.
Yes.
Burly.
Big, handsome,
Big, handsome guy.
And I did. I looked, and he looked back, and I got like little butterflies in my stomach. I was like a little kid again.
It was like a schoolgirl on a date.
Yes, and I was like 47.
He asked you out? He asked you out.
And he did, and it was...
And he took you that night? Well, how long did it take? How long did it take before you were sexual with this gentleman? How long did you wait?
A week.
A week? Longer than Robin holds up.
I beg your
Sorry.
How dare you?
Oh, Fred's back. Fred's back.
Now you know Fred's in the room.
Thanks. Gotcha.
So you waited a week.
Yeah.
Right. And when he took you, was it mind-blowing to be with... So you had been with your husband how many years? Even with all his cheating, you never cheated.
No, I never cheated.
Never cheated. So after 25 years to have a new penis, if I may be graphic, inside of you...
Oh, gee, go ahead. Be graphic. Go ahead.
What was that like for you? Was it better than Joey?
Yeah, how do you compare it? Better.
Of course you compare. Was it better sex with this new guy than with Joey?
Better is not the right word. Different.
Did you cry?
Cry? What would she be crying about?
She cried because it's a big... This is the first time in 25 years.
No, you know what I said? Fuck, I waited all this time.
And it felt good?
It felt great.
Did you achieve an orgasm the first time with the new man?
I don't remember.
You remember, exactly.
Come on.
You're lying now.
Go ahead, more sound effects, please.
Come on. I mean, now, the reason you would cry, because now it's really over with Joey. You're banging another man. You have really gotten him out of your hair, so to speak. Did you cry?
No.
You did not?
No. I probably shouted from the rooftops.
Did you orgasm?
I don't remember.
You remember.
That I did.
You did?
Sure.
All right.
I guess.
That's what I thought.
Where did this take place? At your home?
At the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas.
At a hotel?
Yeah, I was staying at the Rio, yeah.
In a hotel room you did it? Wow.
Room.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. So you admit that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So the most amazing thing in your new book, which I was shocked to read out of all of it.
Oh, go ahead.
Your mother was upset when you told her you were going to divorce Joey Buttafuoco, the man who was having an affair behind your back and whose girlfriend shot you in the face, and your mother's upset about it? Explain that to me.
Probably one of the reasons I stayed all the years. I write that in the book. I was always very influenced by what they thought. And it was,
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Is it a Catholic thing?
Very Irish Catholic.
You stick by your husband no matter
loved
what.
Joe. They did, and Joe was very good to them. And
But your parents believed that Joey was innocent?
A lot of us did. We all did.
Your parents?
Yes.
You're kidding
He convinced them so.
But after all the years, and then finally you say, I'm getting divorced, and your mother says to you shouldn't get a divorce?
My mother's first reaction was, well, that's what happens when you don't have God in your life. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind, Mom?
Right. I mean, really?
I said, are you mad?
I want to interview her.
Yeah.
I really
She's
do.
an old woman.
I mean,
leave her
but
alone.
wouldn't it be great to say to her, Mom, this man's lover shot me in the face.
Well,
he cheated on me.
It validated all those years that I suppressed and didn't share and didn't talk and was afraid. I worried about what they thought too many years. And then when I finally broke out and said, this is my life and I'm not happy and this can't work, and I said it to him, I got the lecture. And when I got the lecture, I said to myself, this is exactly why I never told you anything. And I said goodbye, and I didn't talk to her for 4 months.
Of course, because, I mean,
Because I was like, I'm done. I said, I want to hear it.
If I had been shot in the face, I know my parents would say, it's time for you to get out of this marriage. They might have said, yeah, I mean.
You think I'd tell Jessica that? Like, girl, it's time to go.
So you have not been parented well. Let's be honest.
Because
don't be afraid to say it. Your parents.
Oh, I was parented that strict Roman, Irish Catholic, go to the Catholic schools, slap you in the face when you stop.
Absolutely. I think that's what kept. I think that's what kept you in your fog, so to speak.
Oh, definitely.
Because you're with this mother who's telling you Joey's a good man.
But Joey convinced all of us he had nothing to do with her for years and years and years, that she was crazy and she was wrong, and she was crazy.
Has Joey ever admitted to you that he did have an affair with Amy?
No, he's never.
Still?
He said it to you, he said it on TV, but never to me.
He never sat you down and said, I had an affair with this woman. No. I was shocked to also read that when Amy Fisher was plotting to shoot you, that she tried first to hire 2 guys for $400 to shoot you. And, of course, they said no. Why didn't they go to the police, these 2 guys?
I think, you got to realize they were 17.
Right.
She offered them a blowjob and $400.
Oh, wait a second.
Not bad.
Yeah. So what 17-year-old boy is going to say, I'll do it? One kid said he had a rifle, and so she said, all right, I'll give you $400 and a blowjob and do it. And he came to the house with her. And the only way I found this house out was after I got shot. One day I'm laying in bed at home, and the police detective called me and said, I want you to think back. I want you to think in your memory. I want to ask you a question. I said, okay. He goes, do you remember a girl coming to your house about 6 months ago and selling you candy? And I went, yeah, I do. How do you know that? I had never told a soul. And what had happened was 6 months earlier, a girl came to my house. She had 3 candy bars. She knocked on the door. She said, I'm from Massapequa High School. Would you buy my candy bars? And I was like, it was the day after Halloween. Now, we're talking about this is Amy Fisher. The day after Halloween, she's selling me candy. I said to her, I got more candy than I know what to do with, sweetheart. Why don't you go across the street? I got an old couple over here. No. Please. It's only 3 bars left. She was like annoying me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I said, all right, come on in. It's from Massapequa High School. That's my alma mater. Come on in, and I'll buy a candy bar. I let her come in the house. I went to get my wallet. I gave her $1. She said, please buy all 3. She was like annoying me. I said, honey, I'll take 1.
Right.
I got enough candy here for the rest of my life. I'll take 1. Go next door. And I gave her $1. I took one of the candy bars, and I had to, she wouldn't leave. But nothing came to my mind. I just thought, what a pushy little kid. She goes, she leaves. I turn around. I look at the candy bar. It's like a Nestle's Crunch bar. And I turn it over, and it says grocery, 59 cents on it.
Oh.
And I said, son of a bitch, that kid just ripped me off for 50 cents. So I kind of walked back to the door thinking, I sent her across the street. And I opened the door, and there's nobody there. Nobody.
Gone.
They're gone. The police detective said, that was Amy Fisher.
Oh.
I went, what? And they said, the boy came... after she did shoot me, this was 6 months later. In other words, he took the money and the blowjob. He didn't do it. He was supposedly on the side of my house with a rifle, but he wasn't going to do it. He didn't have any intention of doing it. She went bananas on him. Why did you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And he went home and just didn't think anything of it. Go far, 6 months and now I'm shot. And he goes, oh, my God, that girl wanted that woman dead a long time ago. And they told their parents, and the parents took him to the police. And then another kid came out and said the same thing. And he goes, I just took the money in the blowjob. I didn't go on the side of the house with a gun.
So she was blowing everybody all over Massapequa trying to get you killed.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Who do I got to blow to get her killed?
Isn't it amazing to me that none of those boys came forward and said, listen, this girl...
I think they thought as 17, like, she's crazy. You know, she's crazy. Like, that just...
So really, I mean, she was there. I was going to say, it could have even been that the candy bar could have been poisoned. Who knows what the hell it was?
Who knows? She wanted me gone for a long, long time.
She wanted you gone because her fantasy was that she was going to marry Joey.
Yeah.
And they'd have a life together once you were
They
out
could
of
take
the
care
way.
of Paul and Jess.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
great.
She'd just get the kids and take care of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you effing imagine this? It's unbelievable. I mean, what kind of sickness is in this girl?
Wow.
I mean, how did you pick up that I guess you wrote her a letter and said, you guys still write each other, right?
No, I explained that to Gary a couple of months ago. You know, Lou, God bless
Lou
this
is
fucking
Amy's
idiot.
husband, yeah.
Lou Bellera, you know, I now can know who sociopaths are. And I know 3 of them. I know Joey, I know Lou, and I know High Pitch Eric.
High Pitch Eric.
I got to talk to you about that.
Right.
You got your money back from him? I got to tell you, that's all part of the game.
Right.
I told Irish John, I said, you got a sociopath on here. You know, when you were talking about him the last time, Gary comes and goes, what's wrong with him? What's wrong? Like, he doesn't seem like totally retarded, but nothing seems to faze him. He's on the street. He hangs out at people's houses. I said, that's a sociopath.
Why do you say that about Lou? He's never shot you or done anything to you, has he?
Look what he's done to Amy.
Well, what has he done? I mean, can you really do that to someone, or can you...
convince them wholly and fully that what you are doing is the right thing and everybody else is wrong. To have taken her from a journalist, she went to college. I think she was trying to get her life on. Now she's pole dancing and doing porno.
Yeah.
That's him.
But he would probably say if he was here, that's not me. She wants to do this.
Of course,
I
but
mean,
that's...
you got to be fair in that sense.
No, but that's it. That's the sociopathic way. Joe convinced me. Now, listen, Amy was crazy. There was no question. So when he says to me, Mayor, she was a customer. I didn't know any of this. She was nuts. So you kind of go like,
are you upset?
It's a bit of the truth.
Are you upset that you let her out of prison? I mean, now
and
looking
that whole
back on it.
forgiving thing, do you still forgive?
Yeah, that wasn't done with any conditions. I did that for me, and I wrote that in the book, that I had been so angry, and I was addicted to medicine, the painkillers. Percocet was my drug of choice.
And you admit in the book that you became addicted to cocaine?
No.
You did not?
No, Joey was.
Joey was, never you.
No, Joey.
Did you know he was addicted to cocaine?
Yeah, I didn't, because he would binge. So to me, I thought an addict every single day had to do it, and so he would binge and disappear for 3 or 4 days. And
you put up with all of that too.
I had little kids, and he swore to me every time, "I'm done. I'm sorry. I love you," and cry. And it was it wasn't all bad. I mean, we had a lot of fun together, and he was a lot of fun.
How do you think he slept next to you every night, knowing that he really was having an affair with her, and that he was responsible,
and
that he was lying?
He was responsible for you being shot.
Well, you know what? I realize now, because he is a sociopath, and sociopaths have no conscience, and they have no remorse. That I'm sure he thought, wow, I fucked up. But it's gone. He's on to the next. To him, and then in their mind, they convince themselves, well, I didn't do it. It's not my fault. I didn't tell her to do it. So
when you got on all these painkillers for being shot in the face, you eventually had to go to rehab, right? Because you were so addicted.
I wanted to get off of them. I was taking like 30 a day, and I couldn't get off of them. And I told you the last time that Dominic Barbara was the one who offered rehab for me, and I thank him for that all the time. And I went to Betty Ford, and they were the ones that kind of told me, Mary Jo, you got to live with this. It's been 7 years. Because I was always angry and mad and everything. And they kind of turned my head like, all right, what do I do now for the rest of I've got the rest of my life. And I lived. So it was when I got out of there, the slow turning of getting stronger, healthier. The forgiving was for me to let the anger go.
Do you think it kind of turned Joey on that all of these women were into him, like you're into him, even though she shot you in the face?
Believing whatever.
He's got her in love with him. I mean, do you think that in a weird way, all this drama turned him on, and then the fame that came with it turned him on?
Yeah.
It did. He liked it.
I saw that, and I write about that in the book, that I was watching this. Like, he thought this was great. And I thought, like, how about saying, like, oh, my God, my poor wife almost got murdered.
And you
I
had
think I'll
headaches.
spend the rest of my life taking care of her and staying home. Instead, he's out, carousing around. He loved it.
It's unbelievable.
He loved it.
Was he a great lover?
He was my husband, yes. Yeah, sure, he was.
He was great at
But
it.
he was my first. He was my only.
I mean, he has control over these women.
Yeah.
You included, bright woman who, like, you just get hypnotized by him.
But we were kids. We started out young, so we just grew up together. It wasn't like I had anything to compare it to.
But your belief in him was amazing, because I remember one night being out to dinner with you guys and Dominic, and we were in the ladies' room together, and you just said, I know him better than these people who are telling me he does all these things. I've been with him for however many years, and I know my husband. That's what you said to me.
I did. And you're right. And it wasn't until this revelation came out that I looked up, I went on the computer and went, sociopathic tendencies. And I read the list, and my heart stopped, and the light bulb went off, and I went, oh, my God, this is what I've been living with all of my life. And then and then I started thinking about the stories and the things that he did and the things he said, and I was like, oh, my God, I bought this hook, line, and sinker.
Do you think had you died and she didn't get caught, do you think he would have married her?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
She was just something to conquer, I think.
Why do you still email her?
It was one email, and let me finish this. Lou has been trying to get a hold of me.
Right.
Lou calls me up. I got a bona fide offer here. I got a bona fide offer. That's his favorite word, bona fide.
No, he learned it.
I got a bona fide offer from a reality show. We want to put you all six of us, Lou and Amy and Joey and his wife Ivanka and me and Stu in a room, and like a Dr. Drew, we can all be psychoanalyzed. I said he's fucking mad. He's out of his fucking mind.
You got shot in the head.
Yeah.
But let's not forget this. I mean, that's
so I ignored the phone call.
All right.
Okay. Second time he called again. Hey, Mary Jo, it's Lou. Maybe you didn't get my first call. I got this producer that I want. And then a half an hour later, the producer calls me. I'm like, how did you get my number? Oh, Lou gave it to me. I said, motherfucker. Like it's nothing. Hey, so I said, so I kiddingly said, well, listen. If you could guarantee me $10 million after taxes and an island somewhere in Bora Bora, I'll do it. Well, this moron calls me back again. Hey, you said you were interested. Okay, maybe we can get something going here. So
the negotiation.
So Amy emailed me, because then I ignored him again. I said, this is retarded. I'm talking to an idiot. So then Amy emailed me, because I have a website, maryjobutifugo.com. You can write to me. It's not like it was my private email.
Right.
And she writes a very nice little note, like, Lou said that you were interested, but we haven't heard back. And I said to Stu, look at this. Come here and look at this. So I had to write her back and say, Amy, I was kidding. It was a joke.
Right.
I'm not interested. Have a nice life. And that was the email that I had with her about 3 weeks ago.
You must be so angry with Joey Buttafuoco, because you know what? He put you into this whole situation. Had he been a good husband,
look, I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Yeah, but come on. This is crazy. I mean, what happened to you and also you graphically put in your book pictures of the bloody clothing and everything that happened to you, and it's pretty damn scary to get shot in the head point blank and to survive.
But you know what I keep thinking about? When Joey and Joe, and Lou and all that, Amy and, that whole setup where they were going to do a reality show, and he was leaving his wife and Amy was leaving her husband. And you make the point of him being a sociopath because he didn't seem to understand when we were talking to him that it was going to affect his kids.
Oh, no.
The kids don't talk to Joey.
They didn't for a couple of years, and now they're on we'll meet for dinner once in a while and we'll talk about the weather. There's but because they know what he is now, they don't confide in him and share him. You have to take a sociopath on a sociopath's level, and don't tell them too much, don't reveal too much, and they're very shallow and they're very self-centered.
Joey doesn't plan. He says that your book is in
I read the.
Your book is filled with
he read it twice.
Your book is filled with inaccuracies.
Quote,
he claims.
Many, 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 many inaccuracies. Yeah. 4 times he said the word many. And then I read that he's writing a book to tell the whole truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Well,
Hasn't he done that many times?
You seem a lot more.
Many times.
In all fairness, you seem a lot more credible than he does.
Well, I was going to say, take it from the source.
Well,
but this is Joe. Like, Mary Jo wrote a book. Well, I wrote a book too, and I'm going to have a book out too. You're
Right.
like,
Now, you've been around. You're doing the publicity for the book now. You did Good Morning America. I was going to say to you, do you think it's happened so long ago that the public has lost interest? But clearly, if you look at the appearances you've made, Good Morning America, The View.
I was on The View yesterday. I held my own. I was like, they were shooting things at me left and right, and I was.
What were they saying to you?
They were great.
They should be. What did you do wrong? You did nothing wrong.
Well, you don't know. I said, look, I've got one camp that goes, oh, here's this fucking story again. The Butterfield. We don't want to hear it. It's an old story. But mine is not. It's not about that. It's more about my revelation and my version, because a lot of people didn't know what I went through, and more to educate people on sociopathic behaviors. And
because you actually could be involved with one.
It could be a parent that's one. Listen, Joey, his parents had a child who was a sociopath. My children have a parent who's a sociopath. His siblings have a brother who's a sociopath. I was married to one. So everybody is involved in some way in a sociopath. These toxic relationships that just drain you and suck you dry.
How do you know Stu is a good guy? Do you trust your own judgment with Stu?
Yes.
How come? I mean, why trust your own judgment? For years,
excuse me.
I'm being serious. You deluded yourself on Joey. How do we know I shouldn't be evaluating Stu for you? That I should sit down and talk to him and really
bring
know.
him in here now. I want you to.
I better know.
Look him over.
Maybe I'll see something in him. I mean, because you should have noticed from the start Joey was
no. But look, okay, I will say this, and I'm not defending myself.
Right.
Let Bernie Madoff.
Right.
This
Got a
is
lot
the
of people.
classic. 50 years. He took people. They're good. And all of these people now, they've lost their life savings, and they get mad at themselves, and you feel stupid. Like, how did I let this happen? It's not that we are so stupid. It is that they are so good.
So what should we look for? How do we know when we're involved in a bad relationship, but we just don't know it? What are the telltale signs?
The telltale signs is certainly one time. It takes a while. It does. A telltale sign is if they lie to you about something. Now, the first time it could be you want to protect them from something, or you want to cover up something that you're embarrassed about. Okay. Then you go, all right. The second time something like that happens, now the feelers should go out.
Right. And I guess then when you get shot, you really should start looking into it.
Yeah, I
right?
was going to say, is
That's
it the bullet?
The bullet will do it.
Telltale sign?
He's such a wise ass. How do you
Once
work
you
with
get
him?
shot, you know. But
It's the big shot.
Let me see Stu for a second. Let me make sure that he is
Okay,
not.
you can ask him all your questions.
I'm going to ask him one question, and then I'm going to let him off the hook. But it's going to be a tough question.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, here it is. Let me see Stu. Stu, come on in here and
He's
answer
going to
one
ask
question.
how good I am in bed. I know.
I'm not going to ask that. That would be gross. Stu, hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Pleasure to see you.
How you doing?
Stu, I'm going to ask you one question. I'm not going to put you through a battery test, this and that. All right. Do you want to shoot Mary Jo?
Hey, I got a bona fide offer for you.
Stu, you're a normal guy, you claim, and you're going to be good to Mary Jo. Why have you not married her yet?
Don't ask me, ask her.
Why are you waiting?
Just haven't found the time. I don't know.
Have either of you
Busy.
watched the porno with Amy Fisher
No.
in it?
We've
What?
seen a minute or two.
You did see a minute or two.
Just.
So you just lied to me.
No.
Are you a sociopath? Are you?
yeah,
or
that's
are
me.
you?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a lie.
that's me.
You did see a minute or two of it. Why'd you watch a minute or
Wait
two?
a minute.
of it?
I didn't say I saw
Because
You did.
because
She did.
I did because I
Okay.
went to the website.
All right, then you didn't lie.
There
All right.
was-
All right, he's not a sociopath. Go ahead. Why did you watch the porno?
I went to the website. There was a reason. It had to do with Lou. I'm sure it had to do with Lou. And he said, check out, what we're doing. And there it was. There she was
Right.
spread eagle. I went, oh God.
You had to look.
Wait. First of all, everybody we know sends us emails. Hey, check this out. You click on the link, and
it's there.
It's either Joe and his wife, or Amy and her.
Oh, my
Lou.
God.
Right.
So it's like,
So after about you'll all right. I don't need to see this. And
Maybe you looked because you know what? For whatever it is, your lives are intertwined for the rest
Yeah.
of for the rest of your existence. The reason, as you say, you're on this show is because of that girl. She is in a way tied to you for the rest of your life, and you have to be curious about this girl. I mean, this
or
is
you
a girl
have to
who
be aware of what she's up to.
you
Well,
do in
that's
some
true.
way. It's like you have to look at a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your train wreck.
Well, you know, now that you jogged my memory, when you saw it and you said, you know, I really respect porn people now because it is a talent because they were so bad at it.
Amy was sexless in this videotape.
And I had to, like, out of curiosity, and I was like,
Right.
oh my God, Howard's right. It's like she's like.
Oh, touch my.
like in the like if Artie's the camera, like, oh, feel my touch my clit.
Yeah.
Daddy, rub.
What's with the daddy?
Yeah, daddy.
Oh,
he
my God.
keeps looking at the camera.
It wasn't a great moment in porn.
It wasn't good.
Well,
It wasn't a great moment in anything.
Do you think you were curious to see what Joey was banging?
No.
No. Has she ever yelled out Joey's name
No.
in the middle of sex?
No.
By accident, of
No.
course.
No.
Never happened.
Never happened.
It can happen, they say. You know,
Sometimes
listen.
if I'm yelling at him, I go, Stu!
That she's done.
You have done that.
Oh, yeah. Like she get really mad at something. Joe!
But that's true. It makes sense because this is the woman that this woman yelled at Joey.
Well, that's it.
She
That's
spent
it.
a lot of years with him. Look,
Right.
we all have past, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well,
Like when Stu's doing coke off the hood of a Camaro.
That's me.
is there any part of you that still loves Joey Buttafuoco?
No.
What?
No.
No?
I am so disappointed in how this all turned out. Robin, like you said, I was standing by my man. I believed him. I thought the years will show. It'll, time always tells. And I am so disappointed in how this turned out. And I have had to ask myself, how could I be so wrong? But then I look back and go, no, he just is that good. He really, really, he's good to this day. The people he's bullshit now, I want to tell people, like, but you can't. They got to find
Who is he
him.
bullshitting now? I mean, he's got to be kind of ruined now. I mean, everyone's sort of wise to him.
He's got his,
got his
they
thing.
find people.
Right.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Who is a better lover?
Like I
Stu or Joey?
Different.
What? I didn't ask you.
Stu.
Who? What?
Stu.
Stu?
Yes.
All right.
Wait a
Good answer.
minute. I was going to say, Stu piped up with an answer like he's had sex with Joey.
No, I was back where
How do
I
you
said
know-
he's really good. I was going to tell you about what happened with.
How do you know?
Wait, there's a story about how
All
he's
right.
really good as a sociopath.
He's really good.
Oh.
I was mad at him about something one day, and I'm not going to get into all that. We were
Long time
reeling about something. So he was coming to our house, and I said, when he gets here, I'm going to have a piece, give him a piece of my mind.
Right.
Comes over, I don't know, within 10 minutes. Hey, buddy, what's going on? But he leaves. We have dinner with him first, and then he leaves. Mary Jo goes, good going. I was like,
I said, you told him, didn't you, Stu?
He's good at winning people over.
He is.
Cops a plea.
Right.
He is.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
He is.
listen. You've written the book. I hope the book does well because
So do
I always
I.
like to see you do well. Mary Jo Buttafuoco's book, Getting It Through My Thick Skull, is in stores right now. She's been on Good Morning America. Who did the interview? Diane Sawyer?
Robin
Roberts.
Roberts?
Yeah.
White or black Robin Roberts?
Black.
You don't
Interesting.
know Robin Roberts?
I think I
Very
do. That's
lovely.
why I was
She-
asking that question. I'm trying to put the...
She went through a cancer.
Right.
She had cancer.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
She used to be on ESPN and back in the day.
Oh,
she,
yeah.
She did sports.
Marianne from Brooklyn, real quick. Go ahead. Couple of quick
Mary
questions.
Jo.
Yes.
It's a long-time fan, and I can't believe your courage. I saw you on The View. Great job.
Thanks, honey.
And I just don't know how some people have the strength to go on after such a tragic event, and how the only time I turn off the radio is when Amy Fisher and Lou are on, and I hope you never have them on again.
Well, we didn't last long with Amy.
I'm glad, Howard. I wish you would stick to your guns and not have them on. And good luck, Mary Jo. You should be very proud of yourself.
Bob, go ahead. You're on the air in Paramus.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Mary Jo, I love your story. It's really courageous.
Thanks, Bob.
I was just wondering what kind of panties you had on today.
All right, fair question. What is that?
Fair question.
You're wearing a full yellow outfit. It's pants and matching blouse. Do you wear a yellow bra with that?
No, I have a body top
You
on.
wearing a bra?
Yes.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
And panties?
Nope.
You're not wearing panties today? You don't wear any panties?
No.
What is going on there?
Hey,
What is
now.
that all about? What do you think of that, Robin?
What? She's wearing
Well,
pants.
wearing
She's not
pants.
wearing any pants.
In honor of me or something? What is that?
I don't like that visible panty line.
Makes you feel more feminine, more sexy, not to have the panties?
That's me. You know me.
Well, why not?
No,
Do you like that? You must love that as her lover.
You know what?
Does it excite you to
At
think
her
that
age, if she doesn't want to wear panties, she doesn't have to wear panties. You know,
She's old enough to make that
she
decision.
can make that decision herself. I don't think she even
was
owns
hoping,
a pair.
I think she was hoping to ride the Sibian. That's what I think. Go ahead. Jeff the Drunk says he wants to ask a question, if you can believe it. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Mary Jo.
Right on, Jeff.
Joe.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. How are
I
you?
can't help but think that you sound like you still love Joey.
That's not a question.
You sound like you're in love with him.
Have another drink, Jeff.
All right.
I'm in love with him.
Speaking of sociopaths.
Well, Jeff, I don't know what has led you to believe that she's still in love with
Yeah,
him.
what
but-
gives you that idea? What did I say that makes you think that?
You're talking favorably about him.
He's really in the cups this morning.
Well, let me tell you. Yes, he sounds...
Favorably?
It's a tough word to say.
Favorably.
Favorably. I don't have an ass.
Mary Jo Butterfuger's book, Getting It Through My Thick Skull, is in stores now. And you might say to yourself, well, gee, I know all there is to know about this story. But no, you don't. Believe me, you don't.
You don't know Mary Joseph.
Well, the candy thing is fascinating. I just want to ask one question. Sure. Mary Jo. So the detective thought...
I don't like this walk.
The detective thought when he was asking you that the reason Amy was taking so long with the candy was she was stalling so the kid could come around and shoot you with the rifle.
That's correct.
So the detective felt the kid was there with the rifle.
Well, no, they knew because the kid went to the police and told the story. Amy never told that story.
Right.
I didn't know this story. So when the police called and said that girl that came was Amy Fisher, I'm like, how do you know that? Like, it was so inconsequential that day. I didn't tell anybody. I was like, who cares? Some kid ripped me off for 50 cents. I went on and on. So when months go by and they say that to me, I'm like, how do you know this? And they said the boy went to the police and he told them he went to the side of the house with the gun and did this. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, she was trying for a long, long time.
So she's sitting there stalling, and he's like, he realizes she's serious about this. I'm not gonna fucking go shoot.
Well,
this
that's now I realize because she's like, oh, please, 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 and I'm like, honey, I'm done. I gotta go. You know, and it was I couldn't get her out. And I think you're right. Like she was like, where is he? You know, he's supposed to be coming around
that is
here.
scary.
Now, those rings you're wearing, is that your engagement ring?
Yeah, this is our make believe we're married ring.
Yeah, because that is a wedding ring you're wearing.
Yeah.
But you're not married. Why is there a wedding ring if you're not
we
married?
both wear rings.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do the right thing?
I thought you'd gotten
You got
married.
somebody here marry us.
Why didn't you get married? What's the hesitation?
George, are you bona fide? Can you do? Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I know you are. Congratulations.
Well, listen, I don't understand, but
And you should do.
Yeah, we will. We will.
why are you waiting?
I don't
Is
have
Stu
an
not the
answer.
man for you?
No, that's not so at all.
Why don't you give him the word right now so he can go out and find himself a girl?
You think there's somebody better?
Darling,
Look on her knees.
would you marry me?
Absolutely.
We say that all the time to each other.
we practice that.
I got a feeling the phone's gonna ring later. I got a bona fide offer for you two to get married on a reality show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm your best man.
Hollis will marry you here.
Yeah, I wish you luck with your relationship and the book, and it's very
great
exciting.
book.
And I hope your kids are doing well. I know they're nice kids. They've been through a lot in life. And
Are you still acting?
Who?
She was on stage. She was
on the
in
play
that
with John.
production
I
of
was
John.
stuttering John.
Oh, yes.
And Suzanne.
Yeah.
What
I
an
did
opportunity.
All right, now wait a minute, Mr. Cynic. Okay. What happened was 2 or 3 years ago, my daughter teaches dance to little kids in dance theater and musical theater. And like 2 years ago, she came home and she goes, guess who's in my class? Guess who I'm teaching? Lily Bell Melendez, John's daughter. And I was like, oh, how cute is that? So that was that. And then last year, Susanna wanted to help raise money for this organization that they worked at. So it was kind of like Jesse came home and said, Mom, if we do a production of Grease, would you be in it? You know, they're just trying to get some people. So I was like, sure, I'll try it. That was the first time. I was like, I'm at the age where like I'll try anything once. So I had fun. And Grant Reynolds was
Right,
was in
Jillian
it.
Barbry's husband.
Right,
yeah.
and John and Ming Na and myself and just a lot of people. And it raised a lot of money for the
All
musical
right.
theater.
I am not saying anything bad about it. I'm glad
it
you're
wasn't
acting.
rocket science. Okay?
I get
we
it.
had a good time.
And John was a hysterical Danny Zuko.
He
There you
was.
go.
Hysterical.
I'm sure it was funny.
What?
All
No,
right.
you don't believe us?
And Stu, I'm going to say one last thing before I end this interview. If you ever This is advice. If you ever decide to cheat on Mary Jo, please make sure it's with a stable girl. A girl who
Never
really
happen.
won't shoot
It'll
her.
never happen.
Yeah, Bill, I know that, but just in case you do.
Isn't that just so like Joe's luck? Like the one he cheats with has to come and shoot me. You know,
Right.
I mean, like, how stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What
Do
were
you know
you
what? In
gonna
fact,
I was
you
just say I was married twice before, and I didn't cheat on either one of them either. So it's just not
So
my
he's
way.
not a cheater.
All right, that's
Just
good.
not my way.
In
You
fact,
know-
if you do cheat, go out with a paralyzed double amputee because we can't take
Somebody
any
with a
chances.
peg leg. So Mary Jo can hear
no
him
hands.
She needs to hear him coming.
It's never gonna listen. Sell a lot of books, and we'll get married.
Yeah,
That's a big
okay.
deal.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Great always seeing you. I love you.
You know I love
And
you.
Stu, good luck. You got a great woman here.
Thank you.
One thing about her, she's loyal. No matter what happens, she'll stay with you. I'm telling you. That's the kind of woman she is.
She got a past track record.
That's right.
I'm loyal to a fault.
are,
I'm like
and,
a puppy.
And I think you're the greatest. All right.
Thanks.
Mary Jo, everyone.
Mary Jo, how was it?
It's great. Yay.
So what is it with you and Howard? You guys seem to get along so well every time.
Isn't that funny? We have like this relationship that goes back to the beginning of all of this. He was like the first person I ever talked to on the phone in public.
Now, do you feel like with this book, you could finally put everything behind you and like kind of close this chapter of your life?
I don't know that it'll ever be closed, but it's on my terms this time, and my name will forever be linked with these two. But I'd like to move on from it for sure. It's my side of the story. It's never been told, and so it's time to move on. Hello, handsome.
Hello, how are you? Have fun.
Gets so excited when he sees me.
And Stu, when are you gonna pop the question?
We did.
We did.
No, for real. For real. Come on.
He pops it every day of the week. We go, all right,
Well,
maybe
not
next
every
week.
day.
Maybe next week.
Should get married on the show. That would be good.
Well, you know.
Well, put it together.
That would be fun.
We never said no. Put it together. I mean, you know.
We just never had the time or the I don't know.
It just hasn't been a priority.
We're
You
gonna
know,
be like
we've both
Goldie.
been married before. I mean, it's just not.
And you're happy together, so
We're as committed as any married couple.
Yeah, we're more committed.
More committed.
We take better care of each other than our old spouses used to do. So.
That's correct.
That's all you can ask, mate. How you doing, man?
All right, a bit knackered.
You excited to be on the show today?
Yeah, I am, you know, yeah. I'm sort of a little bit nervous, but excited and all.
Nervous? Why are you nervous?
Well, because, sometimes I'm used to being in environments I'm in control of, like just sitting gently in the back of a car, or perhaps at a city farm experience, talking to calves.
Gotcha. But, so what are you going to be talking about today?
I don't know, because I'll be led by the questions, won't I? I'll just be responsive.
So you're going to let Howard take full control?
Yeah, I think that's the only way to respond in a situation like that, right?
Yeah, pretty much. All right,
Not
man.
with sort of limp, flaccid passivity like a cadaver, but more like, not a floundering, overly twitchy individual either.
So you'll feel it out?
Yeah, I think I'll just be, sort of polite, like if I was a guest at perhaps your home.
Yeah.
If you was kind enough to invite me round, I wouldn't start saying, Leah, what's on the telly? I'd just go with the flow.
Cool. All right, man. Well, have fun in there today.
Thank you very much. Is that light necessary with all this illumination?
Yeah, because the lights up top, they'll throw shadows down.
And then I'd look
this.
haunting and gaunt.
Yes. You look much better like this.
Yeah? Can you flip me over? Because I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Oh, no.
Not bad, right?
I see what you're doing. Fair enough.
All right, man. We'll see you in there.
Cheers, mate. See you in a bit.
All right, Russell Brand is a British guy. He was just in the movie Sarah Marshall, Finding Sarah Marshall, or Getting Over Sarah Marshall. I just saw it. It was really good. He was a host of the VMA Awards, and he's from England. His movie career's kind of taken off, and he's a wild
There he
character.
is.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. What's happening, man? Enjoyed you in that movie.
Did you, mate? Thank you, Howard. Cheers.
Sarah Marshall.
That was
Cheers.
the one, yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Good job.
Thank you. I'll try my hardest.
Yeah, and you're hosting the Video Music Awards again.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's not been confirmed in any real way.
It hasn't?
Oh, I
thought
was
it
going to say, are you serious?
I don't know. Did you? And I was shocked to read about you that. Did you come up through radio?
I did. I'm a stand-up comedian primarily,
All
but
right.
I did do a lot of radio also.
But you had a tough childhood. Your mom was sick your entire childhood, 3 bouts of cancer, and
Yeah.
you were molested as a kid.
There was all sorts of rhubarb went on. Yeah, there was a lot of
trauma and hullabaloo, but in the end I laughed my way out of it.
Who molested you? A family member?
No, good Lord, no, they were a lovely bunch. No, Christmases were a bit tough, but it was never molestation would be a harsh way to describe it.
No, but that's a very traumatic thing. You don't think that it's funny. I mean,
but like, I sort of think once you've got an option of how to respond to something like that, you could, I sort of think, you might as well have a bit of a chuckle about it, otherwise it becomes relentless and
No, I understand that,
you.
but when you described what was it, a neighbor
How
or something?
old were you? About 7. Some neighbour got involved. What it was is he tried to sort of play it like it was a reward system for like having responded well to some information about arithmetic. He tried to pass it off like it was like
This is what you get when you do a good job.
Your neighbor would say to you, gee, I have something special for you because you're a good little boy.
Because you're doing well.
You're doing well in school and this and that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a treat. I'm going to stick my hand up your ass.
Not the entire hand, but certainly a digit. But nonetheless, that is no reward system. It didn't encourage me. I'm terrible at maths now.
Let me reenact it. In other words,
I don't want to reenact it, Howard. It was awful. It was bad enough the
what's
first
8
time.
times 7?
No, don't touch me. I'll do whatever you say.
No, but that is traumatic. I mean, you were a young kid. Your parents couldn't protect you. You didn't go to them. And a neighbor, a much older neighbor, I would imagine. Was
he was like an old man. If it had been one of my peers, that would have been a date. You can't call that abuse. That's just good, harmless fun.
But you, and he would jerk you off, I guess, and suck the penis?
No. These were never that elaborate because I think this man, in his heart of hearts, knew that I, as a 7-year-old boy, could not be a marital partner and that spousal duties were always limited to. So, what it would be is to go, oh, well done, you've done very well with that mathematical problem. And to commend you, and then his hand would go down the back of my shorts and like sort of cut my nuts, and then there would be occasional digital insertion. But that was only that was normally for algebra.
Right.
These are in tough situations.
Yeah, when you're working through a problem.
Right, very much. I can smile about it now, but at the time it was terrible.
Do you think that you're kind of legendary from what I've read about you, that you've been with thousands of women? Thousands literally.
Are you just trying to prove something?
Do you think that...
I don't think so. I don't think it's sort of like because I'm no good at maths.
But wait, Russell, is it because you think... Hey, here a guy, in a way, I've talked to other guys who have been molested or something's happened to them with other men, and their whole lives they're trying to prove, in a sense, hey, I'm not gay, I love women, there's no way, they almost think they brought it, you know what I mean? Maybe this is a reaction to it.
No, I don't think so, because I don't think that it was defined by gender, I think it was generational. I think that the women thing is affirmation of a type of masculinity. I think, I think there's an element of that, but also just, it's difficult, because I'm an analytical person, but I think some of the sex stuff is just biological imperative, because it's